approved at CGI in 2013, the decisions on those comps were made, as they have been historically, at the staff level, which included the office of President Clinton. And a spokesperson for former President Bill Clinton added, "This is about someone working on ocean conservation, attending a charitable conference 12 years ago, along with thousands of other people, and nothing more." As we have consistently said, the Clintons know nothing about Jeffrey Epstein's terrible crimes.
So I'm picking up a PC that police took from me in 2022, 3 years ago. Today they called me. It's because I'm getting this care, like this care person's coming to me, and I'm officially a retired person now. And I told them I want to start legal cases against the police because they literally raped me over and over again. And I've wrote a couple emails. I guess a judge was supposed to like decide if I'm getting the care or not. And this judge probably told them, like read the emails, and I said a PC is still missing, like, and no one fucking reported it on your side. They took a lot of stuff out of my flat just for fun, just to fuck with me, and it all wasn't reported. None of y'all know what even was taken. And yesterday I got a call, yo man, we actually did find your PC. It was like misplaced, it was somewhere else, like no one knew about it, but we actually do have. Dude, that's dude that took the PC. He decided on the spot because I didn't want to answer his questions. He decided on the spot, yo, we're taking your PC as well, bro. And next time if I ask a question, you better answer because otherwise there's gonna be worse consequences for you. That's what he said and done. A retarded person that probably takes crystal meth himself. And that's the person who took my PC. And then afterwards, no one knew about the PC. Until yesterday, apparently. And now they're giving me back my PC. And today I'll come and pick it up.
I disagree. I think that there's a lot of smoke here. It's pretty gross. It's pretty gross that, like, oh, by the way, these like charitable things that rich people do, okay, they don't care about conserving anything or protecting the environment. They don't care at all. The reason why she formed that organization, that now defunct organization, a year prior to this Clinton.
And that's the reason I opened my phone for them, because that's what they fucking said. Like, you better like put your code in and shit when we ask for it, because that way you'll get a lighter sentence or shit like that, you know?
Foundation event is because these are the kinds of events that are used to launder the reputations of very wealthy people, rich people who have done bad things. That's all this is.
Yeah, there's a little bit more to it too. So I found two parts of the story really interesting, and I don't want you to miss it. So Anna just explained to you, they had a general note sent to the entire Clinton team back in 2011 saying, do not deal with Ghislaine Maxwell. She's been accused of these terrible crimes. She gets invited to this super fancy gala and is highlighted and stands up and everybody applauds her in the year 2013, 2 years later. Okay, so they said, well, maybe we missed it. You think Bill and Hillary Clinton and their entire team missed an internal memo to not deal with a child sex trafficker?
No way.
Okay, so what that leads to is the conclusion that they felt they had no choice. Somehow they got pressure that no, you're gonna bring Ghislaine Maxwell, we don't care what she's accused of, and you're gonna feature her and you're gonna give her credibility. And somehow, whatever that organization is, had enough power to force Bill and Hillary Clinton to do that. Knowing that they might implicate themselves in child sex trafficking when Hillary Clinton's gonna run in 2016, but still whoever that or whatever that
For the
organization
money,
is.
man. For the money, man. Also the blackmailing, bro. The money and the blackmail, bro. The blackmail, bro. Like they blackmail, but they also pay though. And then they say, after you took that money, yo, you're the best fucking friend we could ever have and ask for. Because they actually got real fucking enemies. And they need to like make friends hard.
Had enough power to make them do it.
Oh, it gets
That's
worse.
amazing. And there's another amazing part of this.
Oh yeah, it gets worse. So that event was in 2013, right? She also attended a small personal dinner with Bill Clinton in Los Angeles in February of 2014. But they weren't done yet. Let's go to the last graphic here. As late as March 2015, according to the Internet Archive Wayback Machine, the Clinton Foundation was giving updates on Terramar's commitment. The Terramar project shut down in 2019, shortly after Epstein's arrest on federal sex trafficking charges.
So this is where the second interesting part gets connected to the first. So was the Terramar project doing incredible work on climate change in all those years? And that's why they had to give the updates in 2015 and they had to feature Ghislaine Maxwell as an upstanding member of the community? No, it turns out they were doing almost nothing. No major donations, no major efforts, no nothing. Now, governments set up shell organizations all the time. A fake rental car company, or fake movers, or a fake nonprofit, a fake charity, and they use that for their illicit purposes. So here's a shell organization that actually didn't do anything. And so we're told that Epstein and Maxwell were the lone people who somehow miraculously sexually assaulted thousands of girls just by themselves, right? And there is no government backing them, and we should.
Nah, but he was a pimp though. What's the normal word for pimp though? Zuhälter, English. Pimp, bro. A procurer. A procurer. A procurer. But apparently that's even the normal word.
Should all look away. But somehow both Democrats and Republicans serve Epstein and Maxwell, just two randos, right? And it doesn't matter if they were implicated like Clinton and Trump have been, or they were not implicated like Biden and Obama. But somehow all American presidents serve this organization and cannot reveal what happened, right? So,
well, bro, it is what it is.
So now, last part of it. So they suggested that Clinton, in her testimony, Ghislaine Maxwell, just said that she suggested when Trump's lawyer went to go talk to her in prison, she suggested that it was her idea for Clinton to take the Epstein plane. And then that's why Clinton started taking the Epstein plane. Now she said, of course, Clinton didn't do anything wrong, okay? He was just using it for charitable purposes.
Right.
Here we go again. Now, if you were that foreign government who wanted to control our politicians, would you want them going on a plane run by a child sex predator? So A, you have him implicated.
Nah, it's just the way she fucking talks, man. Nah, he didn't do anything. No. 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 I wouldn't know about that, but no. And I doubt that he could ever do something like this, because I would be the first one to know, but I don't know nothing. That's how she fucking talks. I don't trust this one, I'm not sure.
Ich habe absolut alles ausprobiert. Ich habe Coachings verkauft, E-Books, monatliche Abo-Modelle. Ich habe einen Podcast gestartet.
Did you observe them doing anything?
Even the guy asking the fucking questions, man. Even he's like, yo, it's okay. You're allowed to lie. It's a fucking. Ain't nothing's gonna happen to you. It's a joke. It's all a reality show. Anyways, we're allowed to lie here. Like, fuck these people.
Improper with Mr. Epstein, whether with masseuses or with.
Look how calming the guy who's asking the questions is asking them. Look how calm he's fucking he's talking like bedroom talk.
Women who were, or girls who were traveling, or at the residences that they were at, or at the parties that they were at.
I did not ever at any time see that.
Ghislaine Maxwell speaks. We're hearing from the convicted sex.
Bruh, ew, bro. I would not even wanna like hear that fucking voice, bro. I wanna slap the person who talks like that, bro. Why the fuck are you talking like that, bro? Speak the fucking truth. Ew, just the way she fucking talks, man, it's disgusting.
Sex trafficker and accomplice of Jeffrey Epstein in a newly released.
Nah, man, like, why are you shaking your head like that so much?
I definitely witnessed a progression in Mr. Epstein's behavior and a modification, if you will, where in the past, in the early 90s, I don't remember traveling so much with other people, or there'd be a masseuse or a yoga person, but now he started to travel with more, always a masseuse, whereas in the past it wasn't always a masseuse or always an instructor. There was now starting to be always an individual or a friend or whatever. There's always a, like, maybe the word would be entourage.
Oh my god, like, she wasn't the one choosing the fucking masseuses anymore. What the fuck, man? Yeah, throw the dead person under the bus, man.
But these were always.
Yo, she killed him too, I guess. Maybe she's not lesbian. She got jealous. Those, bro, there's this one case where the wife of a fucking pharaoh killed the pharaoh for jealousy, and then she got killed, and then her son got killed, who was supposed to become the next one. I think maybe it wasn't even supposed to. And they buried his son with like some sheepskin as like disgraceful fucking burial. As a disgrace.
People in their 20s, late 20s, early 30s, as my memory sees it, as I.
Yo, what is she even saying exactly, bro? She was on about being jealous, and then she noticed, and then she like changed the subject to like they were in their 20s or 30s, if you want to know exactly. Like,
as I observed that time, and he tasked me with finding a local masseuse.
like no one fucking tasked you with anything. No one needed your ass, bro. You ugly as shit. Bro, but like internet in general works though, right?
For him in St. Thomas, because sometimes, even though I say he would always travel with an entourage, sometimes he didn't, and he wanted to have a massage locally. So I visited the spas that were local in St. Thomas and in St. John. And if I met someone, a man or a woman actually, because it was difficult to find.
It's a weird way to recruit To recruit women, I guess, man. Have your wife recruit them for you. That's a weird way to recruit women, bro. Is it? Or is it not, man? She literally like goes out and like asks masseuses if she wanna massage her husband at their home. That's what they was doing.
And somebody in St. Thomas, it's not exactly, you know. So, and I did find a couple of people who would come. So that's how they came. Because also it was a schlep. So if you had somebody who came, it would be, you'd have to, you know, boat ride and several hours. It wasn't just it's not like.
Why does they keep a masseuse though? Like, why do they have to keep recruiting new ones? You know what I'm saying? That's not a sign of success. You know, that's not a good success rate. You know, that doesn't like uh, show off a good success rate. If you like keep recruiting new ones every day, what then like the new ones shouldn't maybe be coming if they just all leave afterwards. But like some isn't like going there no more, man. Some isn't happening no more for y'all, bro. It ain't it no more, man. And what was she even saying? Like he took different people. Like she's not saying shit exactly. She's just talking some random ass bullshit, man. Who the fuck cares? Like how old the people were he took on the plane. What's wrong with their age? Were they supposed to be older? Like what is even your problem, man? And what's the problem with League of Legends this morning? Jesus Christ. Yeah. I'm expected at the police at 10. They'll give me back my PC at probably 1 p.m., bro. At 3 p.m., bro. I'll just be sitting there, bro, for them to show off. I should probably take some weed. If it takes longer, I'll just roll one up and smoke one. That's what I'm doing, I think. Since we did legalize it, didn't it? Bro, I just want to play some League of Legends. What is happening? Riot Games, hello?
Stuff. So there was that. So I did do that.
So did, over the years, males also give massages to Mr. Epstein?
Yes. I did say, I don't think, at the beginning, definitely, and I would say towards sort of, again, late 90s, I don't remember any men. They were at the beginning, I think, in that, towards the late 90s, I cannot think of any men, I only think of women.
Did you,
So, like, later on, he what? Like, let males jerk him off too? Later on? What are they saying? What is he saying? What is he saying? Hello? What is he saying? I mean, she's saying this one thing and now she's allowed to go free, bruh. She's just allowed to go free.
And B, if you think that plane wasn't heavily bugged, you're crazy, right? And Bill Clinton's going on the plane. He could be talking about Hillary Clinton's run for president in 2008 and later in 2016. And so.
Nah, but like what? They're gonna talk smack about Epstein. They're gonna do that. They're gonna talk smack about Epstein. Look how Trump talks about him. He was his best friend. He's like, yo, this creep, forget that guy. Don't even mention his name no more.
You talk about entourage flying. Right now we're talking about to the island. Did you observe any sexual, I was going to say misconduct, but any sex at all whatsoever?
They killed him. Probably she was involved in all that. She's part of Mossad. But they just killed him. And she kind of like tries to justify it. Does she not? And then she like changed the subject to they were like 20 and 30-year-old. Bro, who the fuck cares their age? What was your problem with the new people he got on the plane? And bro, like he took massages from male men like he saw it on later. That's what she didn't like about him afterwards. Apparently. Bro, like I doubt that happened, bro. Actually, he turned gay. Bro, is that your problem, bro? Is that what happened, actually? Come on, man.
Whatsoever on the plane?
Never on the plane, no.
Was there a part of the plane that was closed off from others where Mr. Epstein could go and get a massage or whatever?
Okay, so that's a good question. So there were two planes. So you had there was a Gulfstream, that's open plan. So anything, I mean, there was a sofa that turned into a bed, and he did sleep on that. And then, but in the Boeing, which he flew on a lot, there was his area could be closed off with a door, and behind that door there was a bedroom and an office. So if that door was shut, you wouldn't see it.
But but you never observed Mr. Epstein engaging in sex or getting a massage with somebody where the masseuse was not clothed on the plane?
I can't say that. I might have.
Okay.
I definitely might have, either both in the Gulfstream or in the I'm sure I did, but it's not. I can't.
That's fair.
Yo, they show pictures of her all the time like that, you know. You just knew from the get-go, bro, she's gonna go free, cause they just like showing like nice pictures.
Zumal wir da auch noch mal nach links.
Can I like not have that happen, man? Nah, man, ain't nothing interesting. What's even this hoe gonna do? Indonesia, this looks like Indonesia.
Getting him to the main road, guys, it's a 15-minute walk, okay?
Where are we at, Steven?
It's not like it's fucking 2 hours walk.
Korea. No. This is South Korea.
Rob gotta help her, see? Ew, people find out a way, guys, always.
Yo, this looks kinda lit though, I ain't gonna lie.
Why didn't you walk in that? Because I had a driver,
Like
dumbass.
people have like gardens and shit. Is that where people live too?
I swear to God,
looks
some
kinda
cheddars are
fucking
actually just
rectangle.
simping for Rob, and then they don't even think logically.
God
Hey, be
damn.
careful!
Damn.
Guys, don't forget, this is just friendly competition where we do troll each other and then to make each other laugh and make you guys laugh. And then because I lost a lot yesterday, whenever I get a chance, I'm gonna take that chance and then use it to my advantage. Okay, Rob was very lucky yesterday. I was very unlucky with the truck driver and everything. He got like very good driver who can speak English. I got stuck in like truck in a no internet zone.
Outdoors exploration. Indonesia,
Not that
bro.
serious.
We're in Indonesia actually, bro. That's
What
what I'm
about the
saying.
rules? Yeah, we have rules. And the rules is we're following the rules. hottest driver made the content better. I know, dude. He's already like, his budget is way higher than mine, actually, right now. Because I didn't think he would get 20 items. Like, there's no way. I would have gotten more than 20. We didn't really decide the final prize. Probably something funny for stream, I think.
Indonesia, goddamn. Is it similar to India? Because the name
Yeah,
is
right
like...
now he has got he's at the huge advantage. So I have to take all the advantage that I can in order to make the game more intense.
I guess the cultures are like...
Bikini stream is kind of good. Okay, so winner. So if Rob wins, he does bikini stream. I ain't doing bikini stream. Yeah, yeah.
Yo, what? This happened.
Yeah, but let's think logically. If I got stranded, I would have probably walked 15 minutes out. I don't mind walking, I walk all the time.
What even is happening?
And then I would be far behind with a far less budget as well. And then it's too
What's
obvious.
this guy even doing these days? I used to watch him play Minecraft.
Coole Katze. Das ist keine Katze.
Es ist Ketterkloss.
Ketterkloss bringt das Spielen zurück. Zu Teenagern, Großeltern und sogar zu wilden Tieren.
What even is that exactly?
Das ist eine Verwechslung. Okay, ich gehe mal hier rein in den Schrank. Nein, bleib draußen.
Cool, was machst du denn hier? Oh. Hey, komm zurück.
Alter, das ist doch übelster Slapstick gerade.
Oh, das war schmerzhaft. Ich wünschte, ich könnte diese Verrückte irgendwie auf Klites hetzen.
Okay, in Klites Zimmer. Halt, oh, Anleitung schon wieder. Was für ein Durcheinander. 5 Türen, 2 Treppen und 5 Leute, die sich gegenseitig über den Flur jagen. Wie kann Rufus in diesem Wirrwarr nur dafür sorgen, dass sich Klites und Donner auf dem Gang begegnen? Nur wenn er herausfindet, wie die Ausgänge zusammenhängen und nach welchem Prinzip sich die einzelnen Charaktere für eine Tür entscheiden, kann er das Chaos beherrschen.
Yo,
Scheiße.
man.
Ich müsste mir das jetzt aufmalen hier in einer strategischen Simulation auf dem Zettel quasi. Das sind links 3 Türen und rechts 2. Ne, es sind auch 3, weil hier hinten eigentlich 4, weil von da kommt man dann wieder zum Pastetenautomaten. Hier haben wir 3. Sekunde, ich mache mir das mal ganz kurz auf. Eine Sekunde, ich bin gleich wieder da. Nicht verzagen. Ja, nicht weglaufen, nicht weglaufen. Gleich wieder da, Moment.
Der malt sich jetzt was auf. God damn. Yo, he's actually playing it for the first time, is he? Alright.
So, ich weiß schon mal, wenn man da hinten reingeht, kommt man hier vorne wieder raus. Das habe ich mir gerade schon mit einem Pfeil notiert. Und ansonsten müssen wir gucken, wer sich ja wie entscheidet. Ich gehe jetzt mal in Klites Zimmer.
Yo.
Stopp!
Yeah, she fuck him up.
Der Kontrollrat jagt der Verrückten hinterher. Da kommen wir einfach wieder raus. Ich probiere es aber mal ohne Aufschreiben erstmal. Goal geht da hinten lang und kommt dann auch wahrscheinlich hier vorne wieder raus. Wir gehen mal da hinterher.
Aber Goal!
Goal kommt vorne raus und geht vorne wieder rein immer.
Ja.
Warten Sie!
Wir haben hier einen Kreislauf quasi. Ich weiß noch nicht, ob wir den unterbrechen können. Wir müssen den irgendwie unterbrechen. Goal geht jetzt da hinten wieder rein. Dann kommt sie gleich... Ach, ich zeige jetzt mit dem Finger drauf. Die kommt dann hier vorne wieder raus. Dann kommt Klites da hinten, kommt da wieder durch. Wenn ich ihr mal entgegengehe, was passiert dann?
Wir müssen Cletus loswerden. Ist in Arbeit.
Geht sie da rein? Aber jetzt hat Cletus sie nicht gesehen. Was passiert, wenn ich da reingehe? Nur mal testweise. Komme ich denn wieder raus? Yeah, geil. Gehe ich da hinten rein? Komme ich vorne wieder raus? Juhu. Das ist ja völlig abwegig. Wir gehen mal Cletus entgegen.
Das ist doch... Du wagst es, meine Kleidung zu stehlen? Na, warte. Nein, stopp. Ich...
Aua!
Hilfe. Hey, warte.
Cletus geht jetzt da...
Komm sofort zurück, du Memme.
So, ich gehe jetzt in den Schrank. Da müsste Cletus rauskommen, aber ich glaube, dann kommt Goal hinten raus. Nee, die Verrückte. Yeah, geil.
Hab ich nicht. Das muss eine Verwechslung sein. Ich kenne sie doch überhaupt nicht.
Schnell verstecken.
Hey, warte.
Yo, imagine there was like, in the medieval ages, there was like some hot woman that was like considered crazy. If you're considered crazy, the police comes after you, bro. They've been raped, bro. Bro, women been raped by police all the time, bro.
No way, right?
If they get caught doing something, bro, they're allowed to do more stuff probably too. Like there's like laws and shit, bro, and if you fuck those up as a woman, you're getting fucked by. Like, if you like travel with a fake ticket, bro, the bus driver call you, bro, you're gonna get fucked.
Thank you, thank you.
For like phones and shit, probably. I don't even know, but like, I'm pretty sure that's how that worked. As a policeman and shit like that, that's how those jobs is fucking awesome, bro. Because you sometimes get to fuck some women, bro. If you catch poor women doing something. But I catch these young women right now, bro, traveling with those fake tickets, bro. They don't give a fuck about getting caught.
Fake. Damn, double dinked.
Why are you even playing Rust, bro? I bet their server doesn't go down like that. Why the league server down?
I don't know.
Me neither, man.
Fake loot, it's trash.
Bro, like, what?
No binocs yet.
What even is the content here, bro? You just playing Rust.
Should spawn anytime, right? Anybody needs AK? I got AK if you want it. Yo, I have a lot of loot, guys, I'm not gonna lie. Oh god, okay. Yo, can you guys get my items? Because I think I should save for binocs. Come here, come here.
Yeah, I'll run back. I'll go back home.
Take all this, take all this, take all this.
Airdrop.
It's a lot of loot, take it.
Airdrop.
Where?
That's not gonna work, is it?
Oh my god, I see it. I have C4 in my pockets. I forgot to drop it. I'll just keep it for now, it's fine. I got C4 in my pockets, man. I know, I'll jump onto the airdrop, man. If we get pushed here, we're clapped, by the way. We don't have enough personnel here.
Man, they want more money, man. These
Load it! 9 C4, what do you guys get? What about binocs? We need binocs, we need binocs!
I'm in loser's queue too, definitely.
Apparently, Crane and 5. We have time to get down and come back. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
It didn't take 15 minutes as well for the crane. That's got no word.
Go, go, go. Now we'll be back to mid in time. It's all good. Woo! Guys, I'm not more loser.
That was funny. That was funny, that was funny, man. Woo! He was about to crash in the fucking wall, but then he just hopped off.
Oh my, we have so many booms. This is crazy.
I just walked, bro. I just kept walking. Woo!
Oh my god, guys, we're loaded. What the fuck?
That was hilarious, man.
It's not a random tourist to fit in our base. What do you mean?
Nah, but like, bro. Hello?
Yeah, who put a gat in the turret? Yeah.
What the hell? Can I not
Guys,
play
I believe we
that?
need to put this in TC.
Hello?
Show me TC. Where is TC at?
Like, was there even like a...
It's right here, hey. DC's right here.
So how do you open it?
What's with the leak, man?
Need a hammer. Need a hammer. A hammer.
Water park.
What's good, George? What's good, Sophie? What's good, Yusuf? How do I know y'all's names? Don't worry about that. But look here. Welcome to what is the name of the place? Goob Lagoon. Welcome to the Goob Lagoon. Thank y'all for being the first ever customers here. I appreciate y'all. Pass for 6 hours, teen, price 8. 6 hours, teen, price. That's $8 for 6
Bruh,
hours.
is that what it actually says, man? Keep them cheeks clean. He's selling soap. This guy's selling soap, man? What are you, some fucking chemical, bro?
Is that some dude?
Chemist, bro? This guy's selling
Is
soap.
that a dookie meter? What does that mean?
That's cool.
I'm getting flashbacks when I was a kid and that kid took a dump 10 feet in front of me in Magic Springs.
Kitty PC. Does he have cocaine too, or just soap, man?
Here you go, sir. Enjoy your 6-hour stay. $8 for 6 hours. Hey, Sophie, what can I get you?
I want to ask him what he thinks about cocaine.
Oh!
No, we're not doing that.
You got a watch on?
But what's with the lead, man? What's with the lead?
Okay.
I don't want you to fucking want to watch that shit.
So, the Ghislaine Maxwell, the daughter of the legendary Israeli spy Robert Maxwell, just happens to suggest taking this plane of Jeffrey Epstein to Bill Clinton. He falls for that trap. And then they wind up featuring her and highlighting her and giving her all sorts of praise when she's running a shell organization that isn't doing.
What do you mean? Like, after he took the plane, and there was like probably like video footage of what he did in this plane. After that, they suddenly like stopped the official like ignorance and like distance and like welcomed them back in and praised them after the plane ride, was it?
Doing anything.
Is that what they're saying?
Huh. Things that make you go, So this has the hallmarks of an intelligence organization all over it, right? So it could be.
God damn, son. Is that what he's saying, bro? That Mossad did this, bro. Literally, though.
The CIA, because it's the American government that's blocking us knowing any of the clients. prosecuting anyone that was involved other than Epstein and Maxwell. Or it could be a foreign intelligence operation, and they have done a spectacular job in this country of getting blackmail, getting leverage over American leaders, etc. And that is why right now, oh golly gee, we just can't find any other perpetrators. And whoever's behind this, oh no, that is conspiracy theories. There is no one behind this. It's just these two masterminds. Well, wait, if Ghislaine Maxwell is one of the two masterminds, why did you just bring her to a much nicer jail? They brought her to a country club prison.
Because of the tape. Did you not hear the tapes? They talk cute, man. They talk cute on the tapes, man. And there's like pictures of her where she's smiling everywhere, bro. Don't you fucking see it?
After she said, it is definitely not Bill Clinton or Donald Trump. And don't worry, no one else was involved. They're like, congratulations, you said the right words. Now you get to go to this country club prison, which by the way, having a convicted child sex trafficker go to a minimum security prison. These are called country clubs for a reason. They have tennis courts, it's almost luxury, right? I interviewed someone who stayed in one of these.
Yo, I wanna go there, what the fuck? I need to go to a prison for 19 days. What? Let me go there then.
He's like, it was like a
Literally, bro.
vacation.
Nah, but like there is hot women. There's women inside jail sometimes, like the doctor's assistant and shit like that. Bruh. All of them is hot, literally all of them. Probably because they have sex all day, every day. But who's in the jails? Can I? Bruh, like if I'm going to jail soon, I'm not gonna like not say no to the fucking weed. I'm gonna go to the police smoking weed. Bruh, I'm going to jail soon. I'm going to jail soon. "19 days left. It was 30, but I worked some of it off."
She gets moved there as a thank you very much for giving information that could be used for prosecution, which is how it normally works, but for not giving information about prosecutions and only protecting the guilty. Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.
Look how cute she looks. Made look how she's made look. Nah, I don't trust none of y'all, man. Give me my young Turks.
Dual strikes on the NASA medical complex in Khan Yunis killed at least 20 people, including journalists, according to Gaza health officials. This video showing the chaos in the aftermath of the first strike. Now, the IDF claiming it, quote, does not target journalists as such, and saying the military chief has instructed an inquiry into the attack.
Well, neither the statements from Israel nor their investigation means anything at all. At least that's what the nearly 2-year genocide in Gaza has taught anyone with 2 brain cells to rub together. Now, at least 20 people were killed in 2 back-to-back Israeli airstrikes.
They've been saying genocide before this, though, were they not? They've been saying genocide before this, though. Before October 7th, they've been saying that shit before that, right? Am I right or wrong? They've been saying the same shit because probably the same shit was happening. No regard for the life of Palestinians from the Israeli side, which is probably like for a big and good big part the Westerner side, like the USA. Who makes up Israel and who's there, like? This one girl, bro, she was German even. What's her name? Bruh. Yeah, she died, man. She died on October 7th. Goddamn. Bro, she went viral for being hot at a fucking music festival. And she was German and she had both state citizenships. And she was just like, fucked, man. Fuck. Bro, like, yeah, man, that's why they saying, yeah, nah. Like what happened on October 7th is like bad, bro. That's only Hamas, so.
Strikes on the Nasser hospital complex in the southern end of the Gaza Strip.
But they say they let you that shit even happen. Israel, bro. But they couldn't have like asked for this good of some pictures, bro. Like the woman, bro. That that Israeli German woman, bro. But my point was, they're like Westerners, all of them. Israelis, they're all Westerners. They're all us, like, or like, actually like privileged Westerners, like the high society. Who's enjoying life? They're enjoying life, definitely, probably. And you know, kill some Palestinians, bro, sometimes, cause they like to do that. I guess they just like doing that, but they're not supposed to do that. Even as per their religion, bro.
Strip. Now, it appears that Israel conducted the second strike known as a double tap, specifically because civil defense teams and journalists arrived on the scene. Now, let's take a look at that.
Now, we know that after that first strike targeted the 4th floor of the hospital, we understand that there were emergency workers, health workers and journalists who all rushed to the scene. Now, we have footage that we see. It was also played on live television showing those individuals on a damaged staircase trying to retrieve casualties, one holding up a damaged video camera to show the journalists' presence. And then just minutes later, there was a second strike. Now, we understand that this was more deadly than the first, and this is the one that did kill many journalists and emergency workers who were on the scene at the time. At least 4 journalists have been killed.
So since that report, it was confirmed that more than 4 journalists were killed during that, in my opinion, intentional strike, considering hundreds of journalists have been killed in Gaza. And Israel, of course, does not allow international journalists to report on the ground, enter the Gaza Strip and report on the ground. Now, of the journalists who were killed, I want to identify them. Miriam Daga, a freelance journalist for the Associated Press, cameraman Hussam al-Masri, a Reuters contractor, Mohammed Salam, a journalist for Al Jazeera, photographer Hatem Khaled, and another contractor for Reuters, and finally Moaz Abu Taha. So those 5 journalists arrived on the scene to do their jobs, to report about the Israeli strike, and that's when Israel did a second strike. And I want to be clear. These individuals were visible. I'm going to go to another video, a better angle.
Imagine you're the one, bro, that Reuters like mercifully employed. Like they're not gonna send their own journalists in there, and they're gonna be happy about the law, about the restriction of not being allowed in there, and they're gonna have to talk to some like someone in there, and they're like their only like platform to like talk at all, bruh. How was the reporting gonna be like? I'll report whatever the fuck you fucking want me to do, bro. Just give me food, please.
Angle, so you see exactly what I'm talking about here. Take a look.
مقصود لهذا الزميل الصحفي حسام المصري.
لا حصل الآن خليك يا الله راح الدفاع المدني قتلوا الناس راح الدفاع المدني قتلوا الناس استهداف كبير الآن كما تشاهد.
Last week, one of the videos that went viral featured a young girl who was walking by herself with a jug of water that she was trying to take back to her family. The IDF decided to bomb her to smithereens as well. So anyone who thinks that these are not intentional strikes is either delusional or they're just a flat out liar that just seeks to defend any and all crimes committed by the state of Israel. Here at the Young Turks, we like to report the truth. These are intentional strikes. They are intentionally slaughtering journalists, healthcare workers, doctors. You guys get the picture.
Yeah. So there's 3 layers to that crime. So first they hit a hospital. Remember when they pretended to be outraged that, there was, in the beginning of the war, there was an errant bomb from Islamic Jihad that hit a hospital. It wasn't Israel. How all of you are anti-Semites, blood libel, blah, 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 for suggesting it was a hospital. Now almost every hospital in Gaza is destroyed, and you see them hitting a hospital again and again here, right?
The American doctor I interviewed last week, by the way, was volunteering at Nasser Hospital.
Yeah,
that was the hospital he was volunteering.
So if there were American hospitals on that floor, they would have also been dead. But they don't care about killing Americans. They've killed many Americans. And the American government's response has been, how much would you like? We'd like to pay you for murdering more American citizens because you're our special ally that has bribed all of us, okay? Legally bribed. Okay, so now, so they hit a hospital, that's layer number 1. Number 2 is...
Yeah, but they were like Muslim Americans, bro. Like, he doesn't say the whole fucking thing, but there wasn't like white people like Americans, bro. There wasn't like, you know, Republican Florida people American, you know what I'm saying? They were like, bro, like who even likes Arabs, man? Literally, bro. That's what's happening. Like, they don't, I guess they don't like Arabs, bro, at all, do they? Them Americans, bro. But they slaughtering the fucking Palestinians, apparently. Nah, but not allowing journalists inside, bro. There's no journalists allowed, bro. They don't want to go in there either, bro. It's a genocide. It's a genocide of fucking Arabs, man. The Palestinians, man. Bro, how are those journalists if journalists is not allowed inside, you know what I'm saying? Bro, because there's journalists inside, but like, the people inside aren't journalists, bro. They're like, you know, they're like, they've been stripped, bro. There's no, they just wanna survive at this point. They're like monkeys who need to like get their food, bro, and they'll do anything for the food. That's what they are like left to fucking be. Bro, journalists, bro? Actually journalists inside, bro? Bro, they can't even call themselves journalists. This is Survivor, bro. That's all they fucking is. Am I wrong? I don't even know. I wouldn't even know, but like, apparently everyone gets bombed. There's just no regard for like some people, for some people. Who started it? Who started it? Who started it? Bruh, they want their own Jewish state, man. It kinda sounds fucking nice, man. Their own Jewish state, man. Where your ass motherfucking belongs to, cause you Jewish. But then there's these Arabs, bro. They don't want Jewish state at all over there. They wanted the Palestinian state. What happened to them? Is there actually Jewish Palestinians? Actually, there's supposed to be apparently Jewish Palestinians. No, but if you're some important Hamas guy, bro, you have left the country. You have left the country. And if you're not, then you just like some soldier, bro, and you just die in there. The ones that are dying isn't even the important ones. Those are in Qatar, bro, and shit like that. They're not actually fighting the Hamas. They're just fighting some foot soldiers at most, who are fighting for their right to like exist. Bro, I know what they did on October 7th, but like, do you have that exact person, bro, that like killed her? And how did she even die? Maybe she died like by some headshot at the beginning, by some accident. Who the fuck knows? Maybe she would have been hostage if she had survived like the shooting at the fucking. But yeah, I mean, in America there's school shootings, bro. Come on. School shootings, man. This one was a festival shooting. Yo. Who shot? Exactly. Get the guy, man. And who made that decision and shit? Like, what even? Why, man? Bro, like in my head, bro, justifying that act, bro. What? How do they justify it, bro? Like, killing those people at the festival, bro. Like, I like festivals, man. I like fucking festivals, man. What the fuck, man? A nice, peaceful fucking festival, bro. In the middle of fucking where people used to live, but they stopped living there. Maybe it's got dry over there. Like people used to like live there. Yo, I like them white ones. I like them white
Is
ones.
they were trying to hit the journalist in the hospital. Wow. Number 3 is the rescue workers go to rescue people in the hospital and the reporters, and they've got orange vests on. You saw it with your own eyes, right? Those are as clear rescue workers as you've ever seen. They're in a bomb site. They're trying to pull people out. They have orange vests on. And Israel sees them as clear as you do, right? Because they have excellent technology. And as that same American doctor explained, there's a drone that is constant in all the Palestinian cities in Gaza, and they're constantly monitoring and have excellent surveillance. So they knew for a fact that they were murdering rescue workers and hitting a hospital and hitting journalists. So Look, they've killed more human rights workers than any other conflict. They've killed more reporters now. They're up to 231 since
240 according to the UN.
Okay, 240 now. I mean, 4 just got added today, right? So they've killed 240 journalists. That is more than all other conflicts on Earth combined. They're slaughtering the journalists. Why? Because they don't want anybody to see their crimes. That's what criminals do. That's what.
Nah, maybe the people was like try-harding right before the end, bro. All of them. Maybe they was try-harding right before the. And I was trying out new champions the whole time. Yep. Except for sometimes we was actually on the main, more or less. What's even there's a random setting. Why can I not play the other mode though? Oh no, fuck our Earth then. Fuck our Earth. Fuck our Earth. Our Earth. AR Earth.
Murderers do. They try to clean up the witnesses by killing them. And so they're killing them right in front of your eyes though. And this is them partly right.
Yeah, man. If you like tell my parents that you're gonna be a witness to what they did, bro, and that you're gonna remember, bro. If you like say anything bad against them, bro, they're just gonna punish you, bro.
I mean, they'll go and deny it. They'll say, no, everyone there was a terrorist.
They have a different cover story today. You know.
Yeah, there was a terrorist there once, and then there was a mistake, and we're investigating it, and we'll get back to you. They never get back to you. They never investigated. They're giant liars. They murder, 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 murder. And they're like, it doesn't matter. We can murder endlessly because we have the American government on our side, and the American taxpayers are made to pay for all of our crimes.
That's exactly right. So the bomb that was used, the 2 bombs, I guess, because it was a double tap. They hit the hospital twice. Paid for by the US taxpayer. Congratulations. Having trouble with your health care? Too bad. It's just beyond frustrating. Now, Israel really remains undeterred in regard to committing all sorts of war crimes since the United States has emboldened them to do anything and everything they want. And we give them the bombs to do it. Now, Israeli military spokesperson Lieutenant Colonel Nadav Shoshani did confirm the strikes on X and pretended as though targeting journalists is not part of their policy. It absolutely is. Earlier today, Monday, IDF troops carried out a strike in the area of Nasser Hospital in Khan Yunis. The chief of the general staff instructed to conduct an initial inquiry as soon as possible. They're investigating.
And it was not in the area of the hospital, it was on the hospital.
It was on the hospital, yeah, but don't worry, they're investigating it. They got people working around the clock.
Welcome to the howling abyss. Minions have spawned.
Damn it.
An ally has been slain.
Oops. Hey man, come on, bro. Yo, god damn it, man. I could have ulted one more time in there. Couldn't win,
Slain. Enemy double kill. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy. An enemy has been slain. Double kill. Enemy double kill. An enemy has been slain.
Yeah, we could go for this one too next, I guess.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
For this one now, though? No.
down. Unstoppable. An enemy has been slain. Slain. An ally has been slain. Unstoppable. Triple kill. Shut down. Ace. Double kill. Enemy double kill. An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed. Aced. An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed. Enemy double kill. Aced. Defeat.
Whatever, man. I think I need to like go to the bus or something. Nah, gonna be too early. The last solution, bro. Damn, son. Who was bad? Oh, he's a support anyways. Okay, no, but that's like a brown jungle, right? Do we own brown? Seems we do, right? No. Bruh, y'all slow this morning. Brand. Yeah, very expensive champion. Okay, so we got brand. That means we can go jungle, right? It's gonna be jungle, brand. Dark, I'll just leave it at dark, whatever the fuck it's giving me. cool we're playing normals, man. Because the ranked queues are unavailable yet.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn."
Do y'all even know what y'all
First
doing?
blood.
Do y'all even know what y'all doing, man? Have any of y'all even any type of idea? Even. Well, apparently they do.
Minions have spawned.
No.
An enemy has been slain.
I think I may have thrown well played. Yo, Brand is a normal jungle, is he not? Like, I feel like it's a normal jungle, but nobody's playing it, I don't know. But it used to be like, for sometimes it's what, it was a normal jungle. God damn, son. That's a weird ass frog, man. That's disgusting. It's not even disgusting, man. It's a normal frog. still have flash, man.
Enemy double kill.
My bad.
Killing spree. An enemy has been slain.
It's a normal ass jungle. Oops. Get on. Don't yell, you know about it. Don't yell, you know about it, bro. We're not hunting the guy even. What the hell, man? Where's this bitch at? Where'd it go? You bitch. Oh, them just pissed off. That's crazy. Like they made a kill and pissed off. The fuck?
Rampage. Rampage.
Yo, man, where is you going? Well played. God damn, did I do him dirty though. Nice award.
An ally has been slain. Unstoppable.
what do you mean? It's my jungle. Nah, but let me.
Unstoppable. Double kill.
Jesus Christ. It's Jason Bourne. Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne. Yo, what is even your issue, ho? The fuck? Yo,
Has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
yay.
Godlike. Shut down. Enemy killing spree. Killing spree. An ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain.
Damn it!
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Rampage. Enemy double kill.
Damn it. Yeah, we're kind of getting hungry. I don't even know
Shut
why.
down.
Why could I possibly be hungry right now? How?
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Smoking eyes.
Unstoppable. An ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. Shut down. Your turret has been destroyed.
Guess it can counter hard
An enemy has been slain.
Your brand jungle is a kindred counter
Shut
hard.
down. Aced.
How much, bro? How many, bro? Many hoes, man. I fuck many hoes, yes. All of them, bro.
Rampage. Double kill. An ally has been slain. Dominating. Your team has destroyed a turret.
They don't even want no smoke, man.
Godlike.
Where you going, man?
An enemy has been slain. Legendary. Rampage.
Bro.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
No, I can't
Double
even
kill.
do it.
Aced.
Oops.
Your team has destroyed
What
a
even
turret.
is happening, man?
Your team has destroyed a turret.
GG's. We made
Shut
it.
down. Shut down. Killing spree. An ally has been slain.
Don't even end, man. I wanna ult. I want to utilize more.
Your team
You're
has
crazy,
destroyed
man.
a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. A summoner has disconnected.
That was easy. I ain't gonna lie. That game was rather easy. Okay, so that's a kindred counter brand for sure, definitely. Okay, what about the ranked queue though? Can I not play ranked, man? Why am I even gonna play here then? I don't even know. What have we got here? Camille, Berna, Diana. Could do me some Diana. Okay, but how does Diana even work? How does Diana work, man? Learn what the hell? I just wanna. What's even that? Every third strike cleaves nearby enemies for an additional magic damage. After casting a spell, Diana gains attack speed for 5 seconds. Unleashes a ball of lunar energy and moonlight, revealing them if they are not stealth for 3 seconds. Diana creates 3 orbiting spheres at that time. She also gains a temporary shield. If her third sphere detonates, the shield gains additional strength. God damn. Lunar Rush becomes the living embodiment of the vengeful moon. God damn, dashes to an enemy and dealing magic damage. Lunar Rush has no cooldown when used to dash to an enemy afflicted with moonlight. All other enemies will have the moonlight debuff removed regardless of whether they were the target of Lunar Rush. That's the only thing that's good for this lunar rush. For Diana reveals and draws in all nearby enemies and slows them. If Dana pulls in one or more enemy champions, the moonlight crashes down onto her after a short delay, dealing magic damage in an area around her, increased for each target beyond the first pulled. Okay, man, I think we got it. That's easy then, right? You could also just go brand too. There's also a possibility. Diana? Diana? Oh. No, they say one has to play new champions sometimes and shit. The E does it only work for champions. To an enemy and dealing magic damage. But when he's affected. Nah, it doesn't say champion. Bruh.
Legs, and so a couple of people got killed, and it was every day, and people got badly injured. Every day it was in the press. And so I thought, I wasn't drinking, of course, but people were drinking with me who thought this was a good idea. And I said, I had an old bike in my car that somebody asked me to get rid of. I said, let's go put the bear in Central Park, and we'll make it look like he got hit by a bike. It'll be fun and funny for people. So everybody thought that's a great idea. So we went and did that, and we thought it would be amusing for whoever found it or something. The next day, it was like, it was on every television station. It was the front page of every paper. And I turned on the TV, and there was like a mile of yellow tape, and there were 20 cop cars. There were helicopters flying over it. And I was at the bottom of my class. I started doing heroin. I went to the top of my class. Suddenly, I could sit still, and I could read.
He was going on about how they're putting cock and balls with Derina in your drinking water and acting like he cares about health while being anti-vaccine and causing some fucking dead diseases to come back that haven't been seen since like the Middle Ages. This is why I took this picture in the morning I found out this administration won, because if it only affected America, it would be fine. But why is it affecting my Georgian ass all the way in the Caucasus? Also, it's so crazy that you have the president beefing with South Park now. Ankh still got it, man. They're still able to piss people off after 27 years. First it was Kanye when they pissed him off with gay fish.
What that mean?
Now the fucking president of the United States. This time they just deadass used his face and real name. He also gets in bed with Satan and Trump is used all over. This was absolute cinema. The only time they have ever used an actual person's face was with Saddam Hussein, and it was so good, man. In the next episode, the job market is getting hard in the US, and they have ever used the president beefing with South Park now. Ankh still got it, man. They're still able to piss people off after 27 years. First it was Kanye when they pissed him off with gay fish.
What that mean?
Now the fucking president of the United States. This time they just deadass used his face and real name. He also gets in bed with Satan and Trump is used all over. This was absolute cinema. The only time they have ever used an actual person's face was with Saddam Hussein, and it was so good, man. In the next episode,
The only time where they used a person's face, bro. Which, I mean, doesn't mean they're in the same closet or whatever.
The job market is getting hard in the US, and Mr. Mackey had to pick up a new job that is actually well paid in today's age, being a Gestapo agent. Also, I love ice. Nothing tastes better than having an iced water from my fridge. Also, I like it because my ice does not ask for my documentation and papers when I drink it. And they resemble the Gestapo a lot now, so how do you get people to join the Gestapo? One of the main ways to join your SS Mexican deported unit is to make it so that the US does not have many jobs anymore, and people are getting fired left and right. And with the record low new jobs being created because foreign companies are scared to do business in the US, and they are either downsizing their current existing operations or just don't do any at all, and then you raise the salaries for the Gestapo, meaning ICE, you'll get more people working there. It's such as in July 2025, the Trump administration offered a 50,000 sign-on bonus and a salary around $100,000 for returning ICE officers. This was a nice and funny video. You know it, I know it. So go ahead and subscribe. Who else are you gonna watch regarding these topics? Except Geopold, of course.
Nah, man. Imagine, bro, after they fucking raped me over here for thousands of times, bro, and cannabis was legalized, they put even more money into the military. Imagine that shit, bro. Imagine, bro, like, after my case, where they obviously had nothing of importance to do, bro, none of them. They're all fucking useless, bro, and they're like looking for trouble and warfare, bro. They're just looking for the fucking power abuse, bro. And after that whole spectacle, bro, they get even more money, bro, because NATO says so. What do we even need these people for except like some racism type stuff, man? What do we need police for?
But he is goated. We've slept together, so it's nothing like bad. Go subscribe to him too. So thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and goodbye.
You invite Netanyahu without asking?
I did, but...
You like Israel?
Yes!
Oh, maybe you should go visit Israel.
Him too. So thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and goodbye.
You invite Netanyahu without asking?
I did, but...
You like Israel?
Yes!
Oh, maybe you should go visit Israel. Maybe you should go visit. You like Israel?
Yes!
Was there an actual scene? Where was that scene? The fuck? Where was that from?
Oh.
Goodbye.
You invite Netanyahu without asking?
I did, but...
You like Israel?
Yes.
Oh, maybe you should go visit Israel.
With the release of GPT-5, Augment Code now has a model picker you can pick from Anthropic's Claude Sonnet.
You would prefer the human race to endure, right? You're hesitating. Yeah, well, yes? I don't know. I would, this is a long hesitation. This is a long hesitation.
There's so many questions and
Should the human race survive?
Palantir's website is one of those where they just say shit without actually meaning anything. AI-powered automation for every decision? What the f are you even talking about, man? And every video on this topic is so confusing. Nobody actually explains what they do, except me, of course. Palantir is the crystal ball from Lord of the Rings that allow people using it to see what is going on the other side of the world and also communicate with each other. And I think that explains basically everything that Palantir is doing. It is Big Brother. It is basically a big data collection company where they look at many different sets of data, connect the dots, and use it to determine if you have been a good boy or not in government's eyes. That is one of their uses, because they do whatever their client needs at the time, because their client list stretches from the United States Army and CIA and FBI to ICE and to Wendy's. For example, they analyze all the data and help ICE figure out who is overstaying their visa, where they might be according to their family connections, workplaces, social media information, and phone numbers. And when they analyze all that data with the help of AI, they get the answer, and ICE gets to plan arrests and deportations. And Wendy's uses them to make their supply chain better, to get you your cheese sauce in a more productive fashion. They get these answers by just pulling massive amounts of data from everywhere and putting that data through AI to figure out the answer, whether it's deportations or Wendy's supply chains. They also work with healthcare companies. Whether or not you like Palantir is up to whether or not you are a Western supremacist, because that is the company's whole idea. Just hear the CEO out.
But the problem I care about is making America the dominant military force on the planet in a way that's so indisputable that our enemies and adversaries wake up in moderate to extreme fear and go to bed in moderate to extreme fear.
For now, what they do is basically analyze data so the government can...
Bro, that's always warfare, bro, isn't it? America is the new Rome. Is it not? There's always the Germans, man.
Use it. There's also a reason why Palantir's stock has rose rapidly after Trump came to power, because many of Palantir's former employees are in the Trump administration now, and also because Peter Thiel, the guy in the beginning, has donated $1.5 million to Trump in 2016 and $15 million to J.D. Vance. They also help the army that uses bombs to do gender reveals in Gaza. Palantir has had to deal with a lot of protests recently because of their involvement in the Gaza war, because they help Israel.
If no one was killed, that's funny. If there's people killed, bro, that's a bad omen for your child.
Select targets in Gaza. Even a lot of their employees quit after this. And this company personally scares me a lot because they basically have infinite funding now to spy on people and give companies and governments their services. And as you realize, this does not only include the American and Israeli governments, but also currently the UK one, where Palantir has been arguing with British doctors about how they don't actually know what's best for patients because the doctors thought Palantir was a sus company.
Oh. Yeah. And, you know, well, if you, do you want to hear my answer? Okay. So the primary source of in Palestine is the fact that Hamas has realized that there are millions and millions of useful idiots that will... Mostly terrorists, that's true.
The only thing I can think about is that America became everything it was accusing China of doing. They use face tracking software to judge if you're a good person or not. We don't do that. Trump taps Palantir to create a master database on every American.
Mr. Teal, do you have any comments about Palantir's surveillance of the American...
The Chinese don't even do that. The Chinese don't even do that. The Chinese literally don't even do that.
People, sir? or any of your connections to Jeffrey Epstein. I think people are rather concerned about that last particular one. You're setting up a Big Brother surveillance system, and people know it, sir. You think the American people want this surveillance tech being used against them? Any comments at all on the Epstein connections? You're meeting with them. People are waking up to what you're doing there, sir. That's why we're here covering this.
So now a private company is going to have data about every single American which AI can use to judge if you've been a good boy or not, which is the most dystopian shit I've ever seen. We're all used to the fact that social media companies store your data to serve you more personalized ads, but this is crazy because this is a file on who you are as a person, including every single detail of your life, including the IRS, Social Security, immigration databases. This is some Metal Gear Solid shit. It will pull all the data together and then AI will quote-unquote profile behavior, detect fraud, and identify individuals or patterns deemed risky by the system. So basically, they will police you based on what the AI thinks you might do in the future, where if they think you're a threat, the police might pull up on you based on the assessment of AI. I don't want AI making decisions about people, man. But Palantir is not the only one using AI for dystopian national defense. OpenAI also landed a $200 million contract with the Pentagon. Like, look at this. On the right, they're framing it as OpenAI is just going to explore the military industry to address national security challenges. And on the left, it tells you that, yeah, it's going to be used for war. And also gives you the information right there that to make this deal, OpenAI quietly ended their promise of using AI for military purposes. I was able to quickly understand how this story was being covered with today's sponsor, Ground News. This just goes to show you the difference between how the left and the right report things. And in today's age where everybody is so polarized, I think it would be nice to get some humanity and see the news without any bias, which is good because Ground News also shows you who the sources you're seeing is owned by and how factual it is, along with international sources, such as this one for Spanish speakers. And if you're a Spanish speaker, you will most likely have to deal with the US military at least once in your life, so you better stay up to date, which is very useful so you don't accidentally read the news by the far-right low factuality source of 100% fed up. And bro, even their website looks like a satirical thing from The Boys. And it's genuinely a good app since it's fully independent and subscriber funded and has been Apple's app of the day 5 times across 38 countries. And right now with my link or the QR code you see here, you can get 40% off the Vantage plan, which gives you unlimited access to everything, which is about $5 a month. Just go to ground.news/Gatsu or scan the QR code on screen. Thank you, Ground News. Especially when the company is ran by a guy who literally understands that his ideology is too unpopular and the public would never accept it. So he's grateful for technology because he can force it on people with technology, using donations to politicians and his own tech.
The basic idea was that we could never win an election on getting certain things because we were in such a small minority. But maybe you could actually unilaterally change the world without having to constantly convince people and beg people and plead with people who are never going to agree with you through a technological means. And this is where I think technology is this incredible alternative to politics.
Also, most of the clips I have been using beforehand was from the co-founder, the chairman, not even the CEO. So let's hear him out.
Well, I love the idea of getting a drone and having light fentanyl-laced urine spraying on analysts who tried to screw us.
I personally would not condone spraying fentanyl on negative analysts with a drone. I personally would call you insane if someone said that. But I'm not American, you know, here in Eastern Europe, we prefer corrupt oligarchs as leaders that probably don't have their separate islands. Probably, though, I don't know for sure. He also said that the US will very likely fight a 3-front war against Russia, China, and Iran. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, you can take Russia and Iran out together. I sincerely believe that. But I don't know how the fuck you're planning to add China to that list. I know the company's main goal is to make America's enemies afraid, but Russia, Iran, and China together? Bro, China has a bazillion people, bro, and good military. There's no way. Mr. Karp said that we are very close to Terminator robots. What? AI Terminator robots? Oh my god, man. What the fuck? So not only are we determining who is good or bad with AI, but now we are doing Terminator robots. I don't think I can trust a company whose whole business model is determining who is good or bad with data. And side by side, they would have Terminator robots. I just don't think those two would mix well, you know? In 2017, Google won a Pentagon contract, Project Maven, which would help the military use Google's AI to analyze drone footage. And then the employees protested, telling the CEO that Google should not be in the business of war. And soon after, Google backed away from the project. But then Palantir came through saying, Silicon Valley is telling the average American, I will not support your defense needs, while selling products that are adversarial to America. That is a loser position. And then picked up that contract 2 years later. I think the government side of Palantir is the worst side, honestly, because I don't really see how fucking Wendy's using Palantir.
Oh, go Google then, bro. You go, man.
Here can be of many daily dangers, but a government making a file on every single person with AI determining whether they're a good boy or a bad boy can most definitely be used wrong. Because even fucking like Ferrari and Airbus uses Palantir to streamline their production process. But to have AI deem you risky or not based on your behavior, combined with the fact that ICE got massive salary raises, it cannot be good for the immigrants, as we already saw, but for already born and raised Americans, it can also fuck you up because Palantir's Gotham software determines who gets flagged for closer scrutiny by law enforcement and immigration officers with their predictive policing. You cannot predict what I'll do. I put a dildo on my ear pretending I was talking to Olaf Scholz. You cannot predict this. So if the AI predicts that you might be on some bullshit in its own eyes, you will get flagged for closer scrutiny from law enforcement. I don't want fucking Palantir GPT sending my file to the police because I texted my friend, I think Israel is killing too many people. Naively. I just don't think anyone should have this amount of power, any government or anything. Because at this point, you just have to pray they are good people instead of lunatics who would use it against you. But it's like having nukes. It's better that nobody fucking has it because all it takes is Pakistan and India beefing more and we are all dead because this technology will get transferred to other countries as well, you know? And all it takes is one...
Warum ist eigentlich eine eigene App das beste Geschäftsmodell, Hendrik, auch wenn man keine Ahnung von der Technik hat? Wenn du in den nächsten 5 Jahren...
Evil-ass government to fuck everything up with this technology. We got the who is worse competition over here. Israel and Iran recently started...
You would prefer the human race to endure, right? You're hesitating.
Yeah, well,
Yes?
I don't know. I would.
This is a long hesitation. This is a long hesitation.
There's so many questions and
Should the human race survive?
We got the who is worse competition over here. Israel and Iran recently started bombing each other. And you know where I was when they were bombing each other? In the Middle East.
You would prefer the human race to endure, right?
Americans, it can also fuck you up because Palantir's Gotham software determines who gets flagged for closer scrutiny by law enforcement and immigration officers with their predictive policing. You cannot predict what I'll do. I put a dildo on my ear pretending I was talking to Olaf Scholz. You cannot predict this. So if the AI predicts that you might be on some bullshit in its own eyes, you will get flagged for closer scrutiny from law enforcement. I don't want fucking Palantir GPT sending my file to the police because I texted my friend, I think Israel is killing too many people. Naively. I just don't think anyone should have this amount of power, any government or anything. Because at this point, you just have to pray they are good people instead of lunatics who would use it against you. But it's like having nukes. It's better that nobody fucking has it because all it takes is Pakistan and India beefing more and we are all dead because this technology will get transferred to other countries as well, you know? And all it takes is one...
Bro, like, only one of them is beefing though. You know what I'm saying?
Evil-ass government to fuck everything up with this technology. They also did some sus shit in JP Morgan where, according to the report, using the technology, JP Morgan looked for signs of upset and irritated employees to help prevent insider threats against the company. This was done by looking at GPS locations, emails, transcripts from recorded calls, as well as past history of the employee. The program even took it as far as physically watching suspects after hours. Oh my god, man. I would be so fucking pissed if I found out my office job was watching me after work. Bro, I was pulling night shifts at 18 and you're gonna watch me after that as well? I would have fucking crashed out. I was being paid $400 a month working night shifts. On top of that, if they spied on me, I would fucking tweak. Then they would have an actual threat on their hands. No, that's a joke.
Yo, you tweaking, bro? Is you tweaking?
That's a joke. That's a joke, man. I would never hurt a fly. I always thought that these people who install Linux and shit and switch to all these privacy first software were a bit too paranoid, but they were completely correct. Having AI determine if you should be investigated by the police cannot be a good idea. So there's a lot of things you can do to make your data more private. For messaging, Signal is the best application by far because even the American government uses it, and Edward Snowden, who was a massive whistleblower. For web browsing, Firefox or Brave browser is the best, and I don't know anything else, and I'm not being paid to say any of this, but also I'm pretty sure Windows watches me jack off. I'm like 80% certain there is no way an operating system should lag as much as Windows does on my fucking monster computer. This month I did 3 videos in a month, bro. You should subscribe only for that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and like and subscribe, and goodbye. We got the who is worse competition over here. Israel and Iran recently started bombing each other, and you know where I was when they were bombing each other? In the Middle East. I was looking up at the skies like, hey yo, chill though. Oh damn. I wanna go back to Georgia, man. Had a layover in Qatar, and like 4 hours before I got to Qatar, Israel and Iran started bombing each other. I was seeing Tel Aviv in smokes. I immediately called the expert, my dad, and he said, nah, don't worry about it. They aren't gonna bomb Qatar. They're rich. What did Qatar even do?
Breaking news, the loud explosions that have been heard over the Qatari capital, Doha, in the past 30 minutes.
On top of this, my flight to Tbilisi flies over Iran, man. Oh my god, bro. Just let me get back to Georgia, man, please. Come on, man. Just make up, bro. There's really nothing you guys need to be fighting over. It really is not that serious. This video's sponsor is Supremacy World War 3. It's a free online PvP strategy game, and as you guys can tell by the name, it's about the next chapter in a worldwide showdown. This time, you get to participate, where you can lead a real country of your choice against others in global warfare and compete against real players. Why is UAE playing as Israel, bro? What? You can build your army up with tanks, jets, and submarines, where you can be more accurate. You can get your friends to play this with you and see which one succeeds more. Let's get Chile. Yep, unprovoked war against Chile.
Everybody goes against Chile.
You guys thought it was bad? Wait until you see me. Also, the best thing is you can play this game literally. Click the link in Elite Bomber with so much facilities. Of course, Israel. Bombing cities is always bad because there are a lot of innocent casualties. Of course, Israel didn't care, so if I died getting hit by a fucking Israeli missile, I would be extremely angry. Or Iranian. Persians have killed enough Georgians throughout history. I don't want to add to that number. But I also really did not like seeing people pretend that Iran is some sort of morally correct or good country. Let's not pretend that Iran is innocent when they send 5 billion Shahid drones to Ukraine, which are aimed directly at buildings where people live, where their families are raised, and where they live their lives. But to Iran, sending Shahid drones to Russia so they could use it in Ukraine was not enough. They're like, man, you know what? You can build your own Shahid drones. Here are the blueprints, man, so you can send more drones to Ukrainian buildings. And these drones are extremely dangerous, and Russia sends around 500 drones a day, once a week. Literally like 2 days ago, they sent 730 or some crazy shit like that in one night, just to terrorize their people. Iran has directly killed so many families in Ukraine, and seeing people pretend that Iran is amazing and morally good was just fucking insane to me. They bomb kids, bro. And speaking of bombing kids, there's also Israel, which is committing a genocide on a massive scale. Also, I have personal beef with Israel because in the 2008 Georgian-Russian war, our Israeli drones suddenly stopped working. Man, are the Russians that good that they knew how to shut down Israeli drones? It had us surprised. Turns out, Israel sold the codes for the drones they gave us to Russia so Russia could use it against us and made the drones useless. And they tried suing us for not paying for the drones. Oh, I'm sorry for not paying for the drones you used against me? The fuck? Who do they think they are? Iran being like this can be explained very well by their past in a way that makes sense. It does not excuse their current government from killing their own people for protesting, but I can explain how they came to power. In 1951, Mohammad Mossadegh came to power democratically as Iran's prime minister, who nationalized the oil and generally wanted good for the people. He respected democracy, civil liberties, and the rule of law. Every Persian agrees that he was a good leader and wishes he had time to lead the country. But the thing that messed him up was that he nationalized Iran's oil from Britain. So then the British weren't making any money from Iran's oil. And as I mentioned in my last video, oil is very important, so the CIA and MI6 overthrew Mossadegh 2 years after he came to.
Bruh. The CIA and MI6 did that, did they? Them the ones that make the Westerners rich, though. Them the ones making us rich, though. They're getting the oil for us. For whom? Who's getting that oil?
Power. The oil company was the Anglo-Persian Oil Company, or better known today as BP. And what came after that was so much worse. After that came the Shah Reza Pahlavi, who was horrible. He basically sold Iran out to the Western companies and the people were extremely poor. On top of this, he was extremely authoritarian to the point where he banned all other political parties, resulting in the 1975 election in Iran being him winning with 100% of the vote. People look at these like, oh, this was Iran before the revolution videos, but like, bro, these people are living in a dictatorship. Also, his secret police Savak was extremely brutal, spying over every journalist, students, and brutally torturing them, to the point where there is a wax figure museum in a prison they used to torture people in Tehran, where wax figures show the conditions of the prisoners who suffered under Savak. He was a king, and when everyone in your country is poor but they see these Westerners and the elite getting rich, you're gonna have some opinions about that. The people weren't getting anything. Iran's literacy rate was 37% in 1976, and that's why he was overthrown. Iran is a massive country with massive influence. It is a beacon of culture. 90 million people live there, and it's the oldest country in the world, and also it just looks so fucking cool, man. I would love to go to Iran so much, and the thing is, I don't need a visa, but if my Georgian ass ever stepped foot in Iran, I will get every single visa application in any democracy denied for the rest of my life. Also, I am scared about messing up and going to jail, so the
God damn, son. Is that even true?
Iran trip will have to be delayed for me a bit. Also, I'm not sure when Israel might start bombing them again.
So is Zelensky, bro, is Zelensky part of fucking, what, Mossad? Is Zelensky Mossad? God damn, Zelensky's Mossad.
And personally, I've had enough of Israeli and Iranian missiles for my lifetime. No matter what people might tell you, Iran's government is horrible, and supporting them is not understandable to me, honestly. I get supporting Iran over Israel, but supporting Iran's government just straight up, doing it for the love of the game, honestly does not make sense to me. I would not want to live under that government, and I don't understand it. I think some people just like to be edgy and support these tyrannical governments that their own people for protesting. What happens when they do something that you don't like, huh, personally, and then you protest? Stupid. You guys gotta think about this shit, bro. Fucking idiots. Iran 1,500 people during the 2019-2020 protests alone and around 500 in the 2022 protests. Last year alone, their government executed at least 975 people. Not to mention how many Ukrainians they have directly killed by not only giving Russia thousands and thousands of the extremely dangerous Iranian Shahid drones, but they were like, man, here are the blueprints. You can make more this way. You can make more this way, Russia. Please, more Ukrainian buildings. Bomb them. I gotta give it to them though. Khamenei is the first person ever to have old tweets resurfaced and not get cancelled. He even included Black Lives Matter on so many occasions. Just like I do with every country, you gotta compare the auras, man. And Iran's aura is and not get cancelled. The first, here are the blueprints. You can make more this way. You can make more this way, Russia. Please, more Ukrainian buildings. Bomb them. I gotta give it to them though. Khamenei is the first person ever to have old tweets resurfaced and not get cancelled. He even included Black Lives Matter on so many occasions. Just like get cancelled. He even included Black Lives Matter on so many occasions. Just like I do with every country, you gotta compare the auras, man. And Iran's aura is impeccable. Not even comparing it to Israel, because Israel doesn't have aura. You don't get aura for bombing innocent. You have to earn aura with a big foe, because they're the oldest country in the world. Iran has a very distinct and amazing culture, and I think their alphabet looks very cool. And again, Iran is so cool. Also, every Persian I've met has been such a nice and cool person. This is again the definition of you should not judge the Persian people for who their government is, who kills them, you know. In the Middle East aura of, I would have to rank Afghanistan first, Iran second, Syria, new Syria third, Turkey fourth. Also Erdogan is Georgian, so they get some more points. New Syria third, Turkey rank Afghanistan first, Iran second, Syria, new Syria third, Turkey fourth. Also Erdogan is Georgian, so they get some more points for that. Yemen, Qatar, and then the rest. The thing I want people to realize is to separate Israel and the religion of Judaism and Jewish people, because in no way, shape, or form separate Israel and the religion and then the rest. The thing I want people to realize is to separate Israel and the religion of Judaism and Jewish people, because in no way, shape, or form is anti-Semitism acceptable.
What is even happening over here?
And the rest. The thing I want people to realize is to separate Israel and the religion of Judaism and Jewish people, because in no way, shape, or form is anti-Semitism acceptable. Good thing Israel is a whole separate entity that commits crimes in the Jewish name. And for Israel, like, what do I even say here, man? If the leader of your country has an arrest warrant out by the International Criminal Court, what do you even say to that? I'm just saying, you can never find me on a list next to the Ugandan warlord Joseph Kony and Putin. You will never see me or like every other country's leader on this list. You have to do some insanely horrible shit to even imagine getting on this list. And the reasoning for bombing all these civilian buildings is that the buildings were Hamas, or the things under those buildings were Hamas. And this is how it sounds to me. This is exactly how it looks like to me. Like, what are you even talking about, bro? And the thing is, TikTok exists now, and the Israeli soldiers and civilians are for some reason obsessed with documenting what they are doing and what they think about the war.
If you don't kill those supposedly innocent kids, what would happen later? This one will kill 50 kids. They will become police, one way or the other. So that's what the Torah says. Someone is on the way to kill you now or in a year from now. You can kill him even now, a year before. You don't have to wait a minute before. But the point is right here that Hashem says, do not have mercy on the children.
שאישה שם היא אויב. תינוק שם הוא אויב.
עוד בתים, עוד מגדלים, שלא יהיה להם לאן לחזור. אגב, בתקופת התנ"ך גם היו שוררים את האדמה במלח.
רמדאן זה הזמן הכי טוב להרוג אותם.
How many civilians have been killed in Gaza, from what you know?
Who gives a shit?
Also, it's so comically evil. Like, what do you mean you're having a right to protest going in your country, man? Right to Are we dead ass, man? Are we serious? Grown ass people, right to This is an Indian pro-Israel blue check comparing Netanyahu to Hitler because he likes them both. Don't know why Arabic countries underestimate him. Also, a lot of the same methods are used here, such as concentration camps, starvation, and if aid comes through, they just shoot the people trying to get the aid, collective punishment, that is also the same, or how in the West Bank in Hebron, there are Jewish-only streets, where in Palestine, Palestinians can't walk. And Israel is very responsible for fueling anti-Semitism, which just pains me because this country brand itself as we represent all Jews, to the point where they make it Israel equals Judaism thing. It's like when your friend says, we're not scared of you, don't put me into this shit, bro. Fuck you mean? There's so many Jewish people that don't support Israel. And when people see what the country of Israel is doing to innocent people, it fuels anti-Semitism. And the fact that if you come out against Israel, it means you are anti-Semitic and you hate Jews.
That car, there are material that appears to be anti-Semitic.
What's the anti-Semitic material?
Well, there's a small warning on it.
You are telling me this person is anti-Semitic, or this person, or this person? All of these crimes are happening in the name of Jewish people, and it does not matter what you say and how anti-Semitic you actually are, as long as you support Israel. For example, Elon Musk. Yeah, Jews are ruining America by bringing brown people here, and they hate white people. Classic, the most anti-Semitic thing you can say, and Elon Musk said, you have said the actual truth. This is like World War II levels of lying and propaganda, but then he went to Auschwitz and it's like, oh, he's a friend of the Jewish people. I don't know, man. He turned Twitter into a place where his AI comes out saying he's Mecha Hitler. Elon's AI Grok was literally just a normal AI before Elon programmed it to be more racist and anti-Semitic. And now it just pushes World War II levels of anti-Jewish propaganda. At Grok, which 20th century historical figure would be best suited to deal with this problem? The recent Texas floods killed over 100 people, including dozens of children from a Christian camp, only for radicals like Cindy Steinberg to celebrate them as future fascists. Now, Steinberg, because it is a Jewish last name, what does Grok do after Elon tweaked it? To deal with such vile anti-white hate, Adolf Hitler, no question, he would spot the pattern and handle it decisively every damn time. Also, here's another one. But because Elon supports Israel, everything is fine now and he's not anti-Semitic despite pushing hate against the Jewish population around the world. What are we doing here, man? Can we as humanity just like lock in? Like, everyone became stupid. So for this reason, we are not going to pay for the drones we bought from Israel, where they sold the drone codes to Russia when we were already at war with the biggest country in the fucking world. There might have been less jokes in this video because, you know, it's hard to come up with jokes with war crimes, but I'm confident it was still a very good video. And since we are in a YouTube drought right now, you can't find shit to eat food to, I suggest you subscribe to me. This subscription is a wise investment. You can say I've been subscribed to him since insert number here, after the channel grows even more. So thank you so much for watching and supporting my videos. Like and subscribe, and goodbye. Don't forget to check out Supremacy World War III and play with your desired country of choice. Now I'm going to liberate Chile, and click the link in the description so you can play it as well. You will get an exclusive starter pack containing one free elite bomber with the value of $25, and the offer is valid for the next 30 days. Thank you so much to Supremacy World War III for sponsoring this video.
Okay, bro, that was okay. I guess I don't even know. Casually explain billionaires. Oh, I need to leave actually. Oops. Jeez.